Morning, boys and girls. We have a special treat for you today. We are actually back in a familiar place that we know you'll recognize. And I am here along with Miss Giebert. So I know it's been a while since we've seen the both of us together. So we thought we would meet and be able to talk with you or talk at you from the room while we get a couple of things done and ready for you here. So we have a new sight word activity for you to try today. And this one, I couldn't remember if we had done this one together before. So if we have, it's a redo. If we haven't, then I guess it's brand new, but I could not remember if we had done it together before. So what we are doing today is called invisible sight words. So you will need a couple of supplies. You will need paper that Miss Giebert has here, just like the paper that we talked about when we did your snowball sight words. That kind of paper works perfect. You'll need a white crayon. You will also need watercolors, like this. And you will need water for your watercolors. So if you don't have these things at home, I guess wait on this one. We will have a new video for you each day this week. If you don't, like I said, if you don't have these watercolors at home, it's okay. Just wait on this one and check in again tomorrow for the next sight word activity. So we realize that not all families will have all these things, and if not, there will be plenty more videos to come. So I have another idea that might work if you don't have watercolors. We'll have to actually try that out together and experiment with it because I'm not sure if it works. But we're going to get started here. So once you have all of your materials, you'll need somewhere to work. And again, always asking mom and dad what the best place is for you to get a little bit messy with this one. Probably on a counter somewhere, not on the carpet. So find a good spot that mom and dad are okay with you painting and working, and maybe put on something that can get paint on it if that happens. So for parents, as always, these are optional activities to do for your kiddo to do. They are not required. They are not mandatory. Just want to keep letting you know that these are completely optional for you to work on. So we hope you've been enjoying them, and happy Monday, by the way. So start of a new week, and let's get started. So Miss Giebert is going to write with her white crayon sight words on her paper, her white paper. Now, we did this before. If you remember the mitten craft that we did, where you drew white snowflakes, white crayon snowflakes, it's similar to that. And if you remember how cool that was when you painted over the white snowflakes, they appeared when you painted over them. So that's kind of how this works. But instead of snowflakes, you are writing sight words. Now, if you want this to be a surprise of what words are written on your paper, ask an older brother or sister or mom and dad if they can write the words for you. That way, the sight words, the invisible sight words, will be a surprise for you when you paint over them. If mom and dad are working, we know that happens sometimes, or if you don't have brothers or sisters, you can write these words all by yourself. I know you can. All you would do is take your white crayon and write words for yourself. And if you still want it to be a surprise for you, then maybe take lots of paper and write a bunch of sight words on one, then take a new one and write a bunch on the other, and then shuffle them up together, and then pick one. That way you won't know exactly which words you wrote on which paper, and it will still be a surprise. So, hopefully I didn't go too fast on that part, but you can always go back and listen again if needed. So Miss Giebert has written sight words on our piece of paper. You'll notice that we can't see them, right? You wrote white on white, so you won't be able to see them. Now with with our watercolors here, she is going to paint over the whole piece of paper. You can paint the whole thing and watch where the words appear. Again, you're probably familiar with this one. I just couldn't remember if we did it with sight words yet or not. So we are working on invisible sight words for today. So once she's got some of our words painted here, we'll be able to see which words we have. So while she's working on that, I'm actually going to grab markers. I wanted to try, for those of you that don't have watercolors at home, I wanted to maybe try this and see if it works with marker instead. So let's find out about that here. I'm gonna reach back. I'm going to do the same thing while she's busy painting. I'm going to do the same thing on this white piece. It's blank. I haven't written on it yet. But I'm going to take that same white crayon and I am going to write some words. This is an experiment for me too. I don't know if it works with marker, but thought we might give it a try for those of you that don't have watercolors at home. Again, for friends interested in a challenge, more of a challenge, or if you are feeling really confident about your sight words and you think you know them really well, you can always do this with rhyming words, or you could do this with CVC words. Remember that stands for consonant, vowel, consonant. You could do this with rhyming words as well. It doesn't have to be sight words if you don't want. So I have written just a couple of words on here. Again, we can't see it. That's why they're invisible. And I'm going to actually try coloring over them with marker just to see if that works. I thought I saw somewhere that you could do that. So I'm going to try it out. Again, this we used, so we're using watercolors and markers here to see if that works. So
oh yeah.
We're having some good luck. We'll show you here. Okay. All right. Oops, I think I'll change my color here. So I was using purple. I'm going to look for a, ooh, should we do maybe Lynx colors, huh? Black and red. And I don't remember how many, I didn't write a lot of words. I only wrote a couple, so let's see if we can find more of those words pop up here. All right. Now, the black that I picked didn't work super well, but you'll get the idea. Okay, we are ready to show you our invisible sight words. Miss Giebert used watercolors. Let's take a look at hers here. So she wrote her invisible sight words and then painted over them. We can see the word what, said, and you, and all kinds of our words there. And those are some of the most recent ones that we learned before you left. And those are the ones that we were working on really hard. Okay, I did this with marker, and it worked great, better than I thought. So you can definitely use marker as well. I wrote the words the, is, and am, some of your review ones that we learned a long time ago. The was actually one of the very first words that we learned together. So it works perfectly with marker or with watercolors. So we hope that you like the sight word activity for today and that you try it out at home. Again, we really miss you so much, and we hope that we are able to get back together again here this year. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and we're so glad that you were able to see us, and we will see you again tomorrow with a new challenge. So have a great day. See you.